C'est les paychecks là font tomber. Week-end n'a fait pas commencer.
Eh bien, c'est ça c'est temps pas, ça c'est temps pour tendre Garcia là. Avec et Dr. Flore, Lindor, Latortue, et nous les partis ça garder tête tout parce que il est très important que moi prend une expérience PAM pour me capable porter bonne nouvelle pour nous-mêmes. L'on parlait de expérience PAM, experience, you know, when I said experience is the same thing in Creole. What is the difference between public adjuster and you guys lawyers?
It's a great question, and the big difference is that public adjusters are limited in what they can do. You know, as attorneys, you know, what ends up happening is on virtually all cases, the public adjusters will only be able to, in many cases, get a portion of the money or no money at all. They'll be denied outright. And at that point, there's really not much the public adjusters can do. And what ends up happening is an attorney will have to be brought in anyway. Now, you know,
Moi dire que tellement t'es passé ça aurait les public adjuster là capable qui fait que on a pensé que oh oui comment fait madame Flore t'es resté 2 ans sans toilette pour inviter non c'est parce que m'te voulais apprendre chaque fois les yo vini yo dit que OK ou pas yo pas capable m'obligé connait là comme moi voulais apprendre moi mandel qui différence qui gagne entre monde qui public adjuster et puis avocat qui différence qui gagne avec avocat moi même ça t'apprécier c'est que et monde qui t'aide maintenant t'es gon cadre qui dit ils sont case manager et comme moi ton case manager la cause de santé me pas connaît que l'en droit t'es gagné case manager tout et je dis on va apprendre différence ça yo et ou même qui voulait prendre papier en plume qui voulait rentrer dans émission apprendre même j'avais moi songer numéro 1 c'est 305 541 23 65 moi pas fait jolet mais c'est première fois gagner une émission qui a fait différence entre public adjuster parce que tellement que ça pas bon ici hein, avec avocat qui fait causer et assurance pour problème caille.
And one of the things that ends up happening is because we're hired eventually by someone who's thought a public adjuster first, when we're able to obtain the money for our clients, what ends up happening is it costs them more because what happens is they not only have to pay a portion of the fees will be paid out to us, obviously, from the insurance company, but then what ends up happening is that the clients, have to actually take out a portion of whatever they collect and give that to the public adjuster. So actually coming with us, they actually save money because the insurance company ends up paying our fees. But that's not necessarily the case with the public adjuster.
Dis-tu que là ou prend un public adjuster l'en causer caillou, l'en causer assurance n'importe qui dommage qu'aux victimes ou obligé l'on avocat quand même et laisse ça ou fait moins l'argent l'en claim ou soumettre là parce que laissez yo même ou prendre directement assurance là payer yo et puis ensuite assurance là payer yo les yo fini yo même défendre.
So what ends up happening is by using our services directly, you don't have to worry about paying additional fees. You don't have to worry about having to deal with payment of a public adjuster. We can handle everything. And then one of the advantages is if we get denied in filing the claim, we can immediately file suit. There's not going to be any downtime, any lag. We can move quickly and expeditiously to make sure that if anything is not going fast, we can move to the next phase without having to say, oh, well, we can't do any more. We can do the full gamut.
Eh bien, au lieu faire plusieurs stations Jésus-Christ l'un problème caillou cap bon problème, eh bien, yo même ou payer moins frais parce que l'on prend et public adjuster faut couper l'argent l'on prend avocat c'est pour payer l'argent mais l'on aller directement avec eux même ou gain possibilité pour qu'à bouger plus rapide c'est ça moi quoi que me remet l'expérience pas non les fini ensuite après ça si assurance là parce que c'est métier ça malgré payer un paquet l'argent yo pas vle bon comme là ou capable si yo pas accepter yo nier ka là yo rejeter même je c'était capable ou capable file on lawsuit et puis ou sous ça dit que jusqu'à ce que ou joigne solution. I think I'm very satisfied and this is what this show is really a testimonial. It's not really a business driven only, but it's conscience awareness for people to choose carefully their lawyers after they make the well-being. Today in healthcare the topic was about well-being. To have great well-being is to make correct choices. And one of the best choice is Garcia Law, and also musical pose right now. Eh bien, c'est comme ça nous voulons faire approche ça avant, une approche de prise de conscience, ou du moins, même lorsque autant des sous émission ça, un service qu'on a besoin, ça qui fait plus plaisir, c'est que l'enfrigidaire pour les n'a pas avancé ensemble, n'a presque fait progrès ensemble dans la vie. Les besoin machine mal automation avec bon berger, les gen problème l'argent nous connaissons à Max Borieux que me dit, et puis qu'on paquet de monde tout à cause de référence que m'bayo la vie yo vin mieux, et mais et kounye là nous capable passer moins problème l'en causer et de l'eau, l'en poser vent, définir plus éduquer tête non tout sous qui genre assurance là fonctionner. 305 541 23 65 et ou après que c'est pas même genre avec les l'autre émission a fait sous question de public adjuster ou après que ça nous prend le depuis le petit bébé parce que moi pas de connaît du tout. Et puis en fonction de ça, on va pas prendre même j'avais mais puis sous qu'on nous bagaille tout que me pas connaît, mettez petit goût de grain sel ou la donne pour nous capable avancer ensemble en tant que monde. Now that I think I'm getting the feel and the difference between the public adjuster and the lawyer, what I like the most is the saving approach with the fees. But why should someone choose you anyway?
Well, one of the things that our firm does is, we provide constant availability. One of the things that may happen from time to time is when you have, you're dealing with certain law firms, you might get lost in what is known as the shuffle. Mm-hmm. So, you'll just be constantly trying to find someone. And one of the things we do is our staff is very, very readily available to answer any questions that you have and work with you. We try our best to be as available and attentive to whatever needs. And of course, one of the things is we want to make sure, and we try to as best as possible to resolve your case as quickly as possible. And we work with the opposing counsels and attempting to get these issues resolved because we want to make sure that our clients get what they need, which is their money to put their houses back together.
Li dit que yon nan bagay qui différentiel de l'autre par exemple avocat qui a fait même travail là, c'est que yo toujours gon moun qui disponible pour aider. It's not like I call and I dial one for Senen, one for Michael. You always have a human being answering the calls.
Exactly. You're not going to be, having a call center or something of that sort that says please hold. You're actually going to have someone get on the phone, and if you need to reach someone else, they will put you in touch with that individual. So you're going to be talking with someone throughout. And usually our staff is fairly well knowledgeable in the cases, and if not, they'll pull the file and they'll get whatever specifically you need regarding your case.
OK. Eh bien, c'est attention que yo ba ou qui est important. Et c'est attention ni bon berger ba ou attention qu'on va joindre là Jackson qui numéro 1 semaine ça attention que m'bon dans émission pour capable garder tête ou attention qu'on va joindre dans Primary Medical Care Center dans Grien que nous pral faire ensemble samedi prochain détente nous pral faire après-midi en la Unity Show avec la sœur Raymond Milien. Et bien c'est genre de progrès ça yo, c'est genre de hygiène mentale ça yo, c'est genre de l'appel en tête ça yo que nous porter pour vous à travers émission nous. Being attentive to the client is not something that many professionals worried about because mainly it's the money that they have to get with the insurance company. Do you take yourself, my listeners, with the message of being attentive? If so, describe it in detail, the quality of service that you guys offer.
Well, for example, one of the things that we will do is we want to make sure that everything is necessary in terms of getting everything done with the insurance company as quickly as possible. So we will work to get all the documentation. There are 2 times where it is very important that we work with our clients in terms of the case. Specifically, one is with what is known as the discovery procedure, where we'll need to get certain questions answered. And we will sit down with you and go question by question to make sure, one, you understand the questions, and 2, what is it that it's asking for. One of the things that happens is you'll get these documents if you're trying to do something in the mail, and other professionals say, here, fill it out. And we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go and work with you on it. We're going to go step by step with you to make sure that you understand what's being asked of you, what they need, and what's required. So you're not wondering, what do I need to do? What do I need to figure out? And when it comes to the depositions, we'll sit down with you before the deposition and kind of go over some of the things that we're going to be discussing. And we want to make sure that you're prepared for that, because this is usually the part where most people are nervous about, because they're being, interrogated by the opposing counsel. And, when we're going to be with you in that process, we will be right next to you and every step of the way. And if there's any issues that happen, we will stop it immediately and work with you to make sure that it's as painless as possible, although it becomes difficult when you're dealing with another attorney.
Li di ke, mwen mandel, pou ki sa li important pou yo chwazi lankor pou l'bon plus detay, parce que m'te pose l question avant, mais kounye la, ki jan l detay, li di ke premier étape lan, c'est le par exemple ou fek victime de dommage lan, et que yo même genyon étape, c'est comme si ou fek découvrir problème nan, yo rele en anglais discovery procedure, eh bien, yo vini, yo kembe mo, yo permettre que ou joindre répondre question aux gens pour répondre. Yon nan premier défaut m'te gen moi m'lem t'a fait expérience hein. M'te bay assurance trop détail. One of the mistake I made and that's what I'm telling my listener, in the discovery procedure, I think I was extremely honest. I think I gave too many details to the insurance. Are we to advise our listeners to not first call the insurance? Who will do the claim when we have the damage? Who should be filing the claim? You or the victim, or I don't know, the client?
We always recommend have it go through us, because because one of the things we know what's going on, we know what you need, and we want to basically take that stress off of you. You've got enough to worry about with your home, and we think it's better that let us handle it from the get-go. We will take care of everything, and we will let you know what we need specifically, since we've been doing this already. We know exactly what needs to be taken.
Ouais, ça fait moi fait émission, moi c'est émission tout bon qui pas bluff. Moi-même, m'pense m'te connais passer tout le monde, malgré les assurances là, moi-même Benel kon fait même ouais à tout, et puis m'tombe by detail. I was the one that called the insurance. I started giving detail, and I was extremely honest. I said whatever I've seen. And they use it against you when they're gonna deny the claim. Yo utilise le contre vous, yo dit tel bagay, ou comprendre, mais l'on pas connaît frère, poser question. Si gen un moun qui même j'avem, qui pas connaît et qui passe par là, et qui apprécie Jean moi prend propre tête moi pour me permettre ou même pas souffrir même Jean, ou ka ban mon coup de fil en 305 541 23 65. Mais si ou c'est un monde qui pas besoin de service mais qui tendez avec attention, qui prend note et puis qui prend téléphone qui serrel ou qui fait ça tout.
Week-end n'a fait pas commencer.
The music is made for us. Thanks God it's Saturday, and we having our show together, Senen, and people are enjoying it. Viewers are seeing it, and we are doing worldly education and helping people to take their life in to be in charge. And to not make the same mistake that I made myself, and to be satisfied clients as I was. Then now you help them in the process of discovery, which take away their stress, which is excellent. What does that mean, deposition stage?
Well, deposition is kind of a stage where it's part of a bigger stage called discovery. This is where both sides are trying to obtain information to determine the strengths of their cases based on the other side. And what the insurance companies like to do, in my opinion, it's kind of a scare tactic. They want to basically make the clients feel uncomfortable. And so what the deposition is it's basically kind of like testifying before court. The only difference is that the judge is not involved. And this is an opportunity for the insurance attorney to basically ask you a multitude of questions. And they're very repetitive. They're sometimes very invasive. And what ends up happening is you have clients who may not feel comfortable either answering the questions or they feel that they don't know the answers. And for example, one of the things we tell our clients is there's no reason to feel nervous. There's no reason to feel angry or agitated. If you don't know an answer, you just don't know. If you don't remember, you don't remember. One of the things that the insurance companies try to do is they try to pressure it, making it feel like this is some kind of final exam that you need to have an answer. And one of the things we tell people is, look, this is nothing like that at all. This is, you go up there with your best recollection. If you remember something, you remember something. If you don't know something or don't remember, you don't know or you don't remember.
It's like getting ready for the citizenship.
Exactly.
Exactly. Be natural. C'est comme si on parle pour un test pour un citoyen américain. Eh bien, c'est pour naturel ou pas besoin d'en menti. Sans qu'on ait on répond blanc. Eh bien, c'est même genre, oui, les dépositions. C'est pas, it's not you guys calling the client. It's the opposing counsel, as you said.
Exactly.
Avait dit que c'est avocat et assurance là. Laisse ça. Non seulement il a fait que bill collector, il a prendre la voie impossible, il a bon pression, il a réposé aux questions sur bagarre ou te dit déjà bagarre ou câblier même j'avais les fini ensuite après ça pour yo capable nier ka. I think I enjoyed that introduction session with you, Senen. And wrapping up today, we will need to give viewers and listeners the telephone number and also to summarize the reason that they need to have insurance in their house and what they need to remember about discovery and deposition.
Well, I just, in wrapping, remember that as far as filing a claim, we can help you out. There's no real reason to worry about that. You can give us a call. We can obviously do more than a public adjuster. We can go from the beginning till the end. There's not going to be any break or any loss in time. And as far as depositions go, the best thing I can say is, again, just be calm, be natural. Tell the truth. Don't worry if you don't remember everything. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly understandable. You don't remember something, you don't know something, you're fine. And one thing I do want to stress is again, we are here for our clients. We are here to help our clients. We're here to serve them as best and as quickly as possible. We want to get our clients whole again, or as close to whole